the fridge light quit working and you're like, oh yeah, no way, dummy, it's because the the switch is gone right there. There's just a plug. But nope, it's because I already took it out. And I'm going to show you how I took this one out on the other side. This is the one that's still working. So you get your little knife or screwdriver into there and you pick at it and you try to get this little piece down, but that's only half of it and you're trying to do it with one hand, so it doesn't really work well. You get your finger poking out trying to hold the camera with the other one, and it's not working out well either. But anyway, you just got to kind of wiggle it back and forth and up and down and back and forth, and it'll come out. The tab's on the shorter side of the switch, as you can see there, and then the other side has the plug. So I'm just gonna keep kind of just jam the knife in there and wiggling it until it eventually pops out, and there it is. So unplug that off there, and again, easier if you have two hands. So just gonna keep fighting it and fighting it. Eventually it's like, bam, it's out, because I definitely use my other hand for that. You're gonna pop all those little tabs off there, starting on this side first, and then you're gonna pull that off the top and see the innards here, and you're gonna see some burning because it's not working right. And that's the part you're gonna want to fix, because that's, again, the part that's not working right. So you're gonna pull each of these little tabs out here and clean the contacts down in there, because that's the part that's not working right. So just a little doop 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 on there, and pull that guy out of there, and make sure you remember where it went. And that one I already cleaned, but I'm showing you how to do this again. You're gonna pull that one out of there too, and that one's perfectly fine. Then you're gonna go ahead and pull this one out too. And again, I already cleaned it, and then I'm gonna kind of show you what we're doing with those to make sure they're gonna work again. And just kind of take a little file here and clean both those up. If you have a thin piece of sandpaper, you could do it with a cymbal. It'd probably be the better option, because this way we're not guaranteeing that we're getting the faces symmetrical. But in the end, this part right here didn't even work, so we got it reassembled. But you got to kind of start closing the latch to drop that down. As you can see, it kind of catches right there, and then that'll get in there, and you can see how that switch actuates in there and makes contact to each of the contactors on each side. You're gonna put the little lid back on, figure out how to put the switch back in and keep it out of frame the whole entire time as you're doing it. And again, easier with two hands, but we're doing it with one. And as you can see here, it is plugged in and still not working right. So just a quick flick of it works, but a very gentle door opening motion doesn't always get it to connect. So that's not working, and that's not what we want. And we also still don't want to buy a new one. And we got her open back up, and what we're going to do is bend this top pin here, which is relative to that bottom pin over there, and we're going to make sure we still have an air gap, but it does make better contact. Get it reassembled, put it back in, and there it is, working great. So we'll pop it back into the fridge, and just like that, we saved ourselves like $7 to $10. So like, comment, and subscribe.